See you. Wake up and rise up in your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday. What season the day? Digital finance, harmony of love, serving food for what goes to rising every day. Eastern on P2GTV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me. Ooh.
Hey, hey. It's like this song, you just want to keep playing, y'all.
Wake up and rise up in your eyes.
Woo. All right, y'all. That's what's up.
And that's the theme song that I created and I made, and I'm the head singer in that song. I want you to know that's my voice.
Yeah, okay.
No, it and thank God I am not the singer. My wife has told me for years, Al, I love you, don't sing. I'm very hurt by that, but it's okay.
I didn't say that. I think that if he focuses himself, he will be there one day.
That was a nice one.
Ooh, okay.
That was nice. Okay. We're gonna take that this morning. We're gonna take that.
All right, so we are just promoting today Al's skills in technology and Al's skills with production, and his skills of singing today. All right, this is how the New Year is going, y'all. Happy New Year's Eve. This is the New Year's Eve show. Welcome to the Breakfast with the Thomases. This is the breakfast before the New Year. It's time to sit. It's time to get in, sit in, and you better bring some folks to the table this time. This year is going to be a total different. 2026, like I told y'all, is going to be a trip. For those who are not prepared, for those who are not paying attention, for those who are definitely not awake, it's going to be a doozy. But it's one that you'll survive. It's going to be like the Great Depression for a lot of people. Things that you were told you would never believe, you could never fathom that would happen in the world. Then there's going to be those people who, well, they were always on the underrung, so they've always been in survival mode. It won't affect them quite as much. But then there's the opportunity for those who never had to have, for the first time and for a very long time, the opportunity to change your luck, to change your family, the way things go for your family, your family destiny.
Is that really luck?
Some people believe in luck. Some people believe it's their luck. So we speak to you in a way that you may better understand. Destiny, luck, fate, all of it comes from actions. It comes from the activity you put in. People do all kinds of stupid stuff. Salt, fingers, throwing stuff up.
No, you did not.
Rabbit's foot, the whole nine. But why should your life rely on something unknown when everything that anybody's ever gotten and the longevity has come from actions taken?
Okay. No.
Your belief system is what creates your life. You're going to need a better system. Let's go.
I think now
And most of y'all religious people, shut up and sit down and listen. Because that ain't nothing to do with that.
No,
I'll speak to that in a minute.
That has nothing to do with your faith and what you believe in the man above. That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh yes, it do. Don't get it twisted. These people ain't on book. Because if you was on book, you'd understand this. Let's go.
That'll be another conversation.
I told y'all I could bring it all directions. All directions. Sister, don't play when it comes to the basics.
Let's talk about the basics then. The basics is simply put. 2026, all year long we've been saying gold is becoming the key figure in the playing world.
That's right.
Silver has cornered the market in the last quarter of the year.
Why?
Because it's being closed, it's being locked down. It's becoming a rarity.
Why you believe that it's becoming? Y'all don't understand.
Wait.
The jig is up. It was always rare.
red, yeah, anything that comes from the ground becomes red because the ground has to create it for it to exist. Let's be real. It has to come from the ground.
Yeah, brother, I can tell you right now, you definitely went down some rabbit holes right now. You need to come back up. Come back up, because you're about to take me off. Look, let me tell you something right now. This brother's about to take me into a place where y'all about to get a whole masterclass, but you can't get that unless you do your donation tonight.
Yeah, that's
so
tonight.
Real Metals Masterclass comes at 12 noon. That's not tonight. It's noon. Because we're not doing anything before y'all want to be off and celebrating y'all in the new year. Anyway, this is the new year of the date, not the new year of the planet. Anyway, straight up, I'm bringing to you guys at 12 o'clock this afternoon for those who actually contributed. Y'all can go to my Cash App and contribute. Look, you go to Cash App, contribute, send me your email. Send me, as a matter of fact, y'all can text me directly. I'll put up the number for you. But text me and you'll get the link to come in. Everybody, excuse me. Everyone in this masterclass will have the best understanding on how to acquire, manage, as well as what to stack, why to stack, how to get it, and where to get it from immediately, and why to get it before tomorrow. Why to get something before tomorrow in play, something in play. Most people go, oh, she's trying to scare folks. I ain't scaring nobody.
It's too late to be scared.
I ain't scaring nobody. We gave y'all a whole 2 weeks. I gave everybody here 2 weeks. If y'all actually pay attention to the shows we do, we've been telling and warning y'all about this change and shift. So now we're going to share some information. We welcome you to Breakfast with the Thomases. This is how we do things. We start a conversation, we get some information, and then we go into resolution. Let's go. I ain't got time to tell you anymore. Come to class, show up, put yourself in the pathway of getting things done, and you see what I'm talking about. Because I tell everybody, I show you better than I tell you.
The book is on board now. The book is on board. You guys got to play it.
That's right. So the board is set. Where you playing, how you playing, or what's playing you. All right, my sister's gonna get up in here.
Most people don't realize that what's going on with gold and silver's record-breaking surge is so much bigger than what we're being told. In fact, the price increases that we've seen in 2025 are going to look like nothing when compared to what's coming next.
The price of silver and gold reached new highs.
Gold has seen 50 record highs this year.
Metal traders are seeing multiple all-time highs as gold see positive momentum.
Gold is going to be really quite critical in everything that is happening at central bank reserve shifts.
And there's this new shift in the way that silver is being viewed. Those industrial applications are really increasing. I think some of that is because gold has performed so well that investors have been content.
I feel like 2026 has a lot of geopolitical tension, I got to tell you. And I think that maybe that could be a tailwind for these metals, don't you think?
But in order to understand where gold and silver are going next, you have to understand the why. And I'll give you a hint. It's not because of the narrative that legacy media is pushing. Yes, inflation is set to rip higher. Yes, geopolitical instability is on the rise. And yes, gold has always been a safe haven asset and a true store of value. But what they won't tell you is the truth, that we are living through a global monetary reset, a reset that will directly impact each and every one of our lives.
The dollar is the single biggest decline in 6 months in 50 years. Gold is at record highs.
Most will lose everything and many will lose most. But if you take action and you're positioned before what's coming next, you will protect not only your wealth, but create generational wealth, ensuring that you not only survive the reset, but actually thrive on the other side. But in order to do so, we have to understand what's going on today with the dollar, gold, and silver. And do not skip this foundational part as it sets the stage for what we're about to talk about when it comes to paper market manipulation, China's gold moves, and so much more. The number one question I get asked is about currency resets. To put it simply, a currency reset is both a process and an event, and we are living through that process right now. It is marked by warning signs, a collapse of confidence, and of course, smaller events and turning points throughout that ultimately lead to the continued devaluation and official revaluation lower of a currency until that fiat currency is worth its intrinsic value, which is zero. This is because a fiat currency like the dollar does not have an intrinsic value. Its only value is the paper it's printed on. It has a perceived value, which is a big difference. It's something that we all have just agreed upon. But that means that as more units of it are created, each existing unit is worth less, a devaluation. And if the government decides that they want to revalue it lower, they can do so like that. Currency resets have happened throughout history, and they are a tool to transfer wealth from the masses to the few. Just look at the growing divide between the haves and the have-nots. Since 2008, the net worth of the top 1% has exploded. This is not accidental. This is by design. And gold and silver are screaming at us what comes next. But we don't even have to guess. We've studied currency resets, and we know that in every reset from Weimar Germany to Venezuela, they follow the same pattern. First, you trap people inside of the fiat currency. Then excessive debt and money printing gets out of control, which of course creates inflation, leading to hyperinflation, the currency just losing and losing value this entire time as prices are surging. The savers get wiped out. And what happens to everyday people? Everyone who has their wealth protected in fiat currency loses everything. Now, silver protects your wealth, and gold is always used to reset the system. But what makes today so different is that the reset that we are living through isn't local. It's not confined to one nation. It is systemic. The entire global monetary system is in a debt freefall. Fiat currencies are all going to be failing under the weight of the debt, with the US dollar, the global reserve currency, leading the way. Think about it. When you hear that your dollars have lost close to 30% of their purchasing power in the last 5 years, foreign nations have suffered that loss too. Do you think that they want to be a part of that system? Of course not, which is why they are moving out of fiat currencies and paper promises into the real deal. For decades, paper markets have kept both gold and silver prices low. Call it market manipulation, price suppression, whatever you want. But at the end of the day, they've gotten away with it because they can rehypothecate their gold and silver, meaning they can create layers of claims using the same 1 ounce or 1 bar of gold or silver. Now, what does that actually mean? It means that there's far less supply than they'd have us believe. Think of it like this. Imagine you had a car dealership and you sold the same car to 100 people out of state with the promise of keeping that car safe. Well, that works perfectly fine until one day someone shows up and demands the keys. So you give them the keys, they drive the car off. Well, what happens when the next person shows up expecting to get their car? The car's not there. That's what's happening today. The whole thing is starting to fall apart. Now, maybe you, the car dealership, have another car on the lot and you can kind of sell that one instead, but you already sold that to 100 other people over here. It's like the shell game, the balls under the cups, right? Constantly shuffling things around. That's what we are seeing right now with gold and silver. But imagine how long this can really go on. Not long when we have massive institutional demand, right? All of these central banks buying as much gold as they can get their hands on. Or when you think about manufacturing and tech starting to stockpile their silver, right? The whole thing is going to come crashing down. What do you think is going to happen to prices then? I can't even imagine how high those prices are going to go. But let's talk more about the why, because the why is really critical when talking about 2026, what's coming next and how to position. And it all comes back to that currency reset. Now, what gives the dollar the illusion of strength? The U.S. Treasury market. U.S. Treasury market demand for U.S. debt. But something in 2022 changed, right? The United States froze and seized U.S. reserves, Russia's U.S. reserves following their invasion of Ukraine. This was a big deal. It's almost like if you were to buy a house, but someone else could come and change the locks at any time and you no longer had access to your house. Would you go buy that house? Obviously not, right? I mean, I wouldn't, and I don't think you would either. That's exactly what happened with U.S. Treasuries. Every other foreign nation looked around and went, wait a second, these treasuries, these U.S. assets that we thought were neutral, that we could protect our wealth with, now actually can be weaponized against us at a moment's notice. And since then, there has been a massive global push away from U.S. debt. And to be clear, because I see this all the time in the comments, it doesn't mean that no one is interested in buying the U.S. debt. It just means that they are demanding a higher premium, a higher yield to take on that debt. It's considered risky, which is terrible news for a country that is carrying a 38 trillion and counting debt burden. But not only that, China and other BRICS nations aren't sitting around twiddling their thumbs waiting to see what happens next. They are actively creating a new monetary system, buying as much physical gold as they possibly can. In fact, it was just reported that in November, China purchased over $1 billion, or almost $1 billion of gold from Russia, and one of the largest purchases to date. In fact, we don't even know how much gold China has accumulated at this point. Many people suspect that it's closer to 5,000 tons, which would put them as the second largest holder after the United States. That is, of course, if you believe the United States has all of the gold that we claim we have, because, of course, there hasn't been an official audit in nearly 70 years, and even that was questionable, and nothing has been touched since President Nixon delinked the dollar from gold. So China could potentially be sitting on one of the largest gold holdings in the world. But the bigger picture here that so many people are missing is that it's not just about China or BRICS nations accumulating gold. It's about the fact that they are creating new infrastructure to support an entirely new monetary system, a parallel system to the one we have now, one that is gold-based, that eventually will overtake the dollar fiat system that we have today. See, people ask me all the time, and I'm going to answer this because people ask me, okay, Taylor, I hear what you're saying. I see gold and silver's prices are rising, but aren't we in an everything bubble? Aren't all assets going up? And the answer is yes, many of them are. But the difference with gold and silver comes back to this new gold-based system. See, gold and silver aren't just rising because of inflation or FOMO or speculation. In fact, most people I know outside of this industry do not own any gold and silver, no physical gold and silver. If they do, it is a very small amount, not nearly enough for what's coming next. No, what's happening today on a global scale is this push to a gold-based system. See, the system we have today is built on trust, on credit, on debt, on confidence in these fiat currencies, which is collapsing. Trust is going to be the most important commodity. Now, we're entering a physical commodity super cycle, in my opinion, but trust is really what is the basis of what's coming next. And if you have something like gold that has been around for thousands of years, right, there is no counterparty risk. You can't devalue it. You can't freeze it with a button the same way you can fiat currency. This is going to be the same way that all other currency resets that have come before. The system is reset to gold. Again, only this time, instead of it being a currency reset to gold, it is the entire global monetary system. The future is clear, but the question still remains, what does this mean for you? Now, the good news is that we know what comes next. The bad news is that it's inflation, followed by hyperinflation, meaning that your dollar-denominated assets, including stocks, bonds, most people's retirement savings, those are going to be wiped out. And unfortunately, all currency resets, you see it again and again and again. Most people make the mistake of believing that they have time, that they can somehow time the system, that they will be able to see when these moves are happening, when it's going to be shifting. But the truth is that most of the time, these things happen very fast, right? I talked again about that process. We know it's accelerating, but by the time that the headlines are screaming at you that things have gotten that bad, prices will be so out of control, it will be incredibly difficult to protect yourself outside of the system. I'm not saying it will be impossible, but it will be much harder and at much greater loss to you.
All right. So with that, we bring you back into the conversation. I'm hoping that we have enough people who are thinking in the space, because this is a conversation for the mind. It is not from the mind, body, soul, and moving forward, your tail. I'm trying not to cuss y'all. It's the new year. But I'm trying to let you know that the old activities from what, you know, I want to say thank you to Taylor Kenny because she's amazing on ITM Trading. Y'all can check that out, itmtrading.com. Anytime they have all kinds of informational guides. They also actually sell gold and silver. One thing I will let you know, do your homework, which is exciting because today, what you're seeing at the bottom, I got you. We have a golden New Year's masterclass where we're teaching people how to purchase, how to get the metals they need, how to get them now. Some of y'all can go pick them up. Some of y'all can get them in small amounts. Some of y'all just starting out, got small amounts, and you just need to get something.
Gotta get it in the
Some of y'all are like, okay, you know, I won't have it today, but what can I set up into this, that, and the other? Y'all need to do it. What we don't do is sell metals. We don't sell, market, make metals. Y'all got it? This is an education platform. We teach you how to get what you need to get done. I'm a step-by-step trainer, all right? I don't play that. Today's masterclass is going to be one of a kind for you all because most of y'all haven't taken our course. Okay, you haven't been in the door where we're in here working it out with people from all levels of learning. Some of y'all are ready to go. Y'all got that money to put on, but y'all don't know where to go. I got you. P2G is cash, crypto, gold, silver, and land. That's what we're about. And it's actionable. It's not talk. Okay. I know I got some brothers and sisters out there that got different platforms. They into this, they into that. They quick on everything else. But unfortunately, y'all ain't ready for those levels. No problem. Let's get you ready for the level you're ready for right now. What you need to get started now because tomorrow will be a new day. And boy, I wish I didn't have to say it. Tomorrow is going to be a new day. One that the Wild Wild West is going to look very tame.
That's okay. I'm going to say
the world has become the Wild Wild West. You just didn't know it. You haven't been aware of what the opportunity has been. We've been trying to wake y'all up for a while, but we got you now. We're here. Let's be woke. Let's not woke. Let's wake up together. That's why we say wake up. That's why that song says wake up and rise. Open your eyes. Because let me tell you something. The people, if you've been working a job, having them take your money automatically to put it in these they've been playing with your money on the back end and then writing you out of ownership when they mess it up. You don't got to believe me. What you didn't read was the fine print or the updates they sent you in the mail.
And they always send paper. They send it in paper because they know we don't keep it.
How much worse is this that all of us, anyone with a bank account, is already in this new system? Oh, she talked conspiracy theory. Y'all can say what you want to say.
It is not a
paperwork. Like they say, documentation beats commentation every time, baby. It's documented. You know what the problem is? Most of us we don't open the damn mail.
And you know, they told what makes it all the more severe is they all did it the same day.
Yeah. It all went out.
In October of 23, by our own admission, we said the Fed now is the way we want to run our banking system.
And we're not going to go down that rabbit hole because, like I said, this ain't about rabbit holes. It's about getting y'all to the point to where you can actually hear and understand and put into action something. So, one, I do not teach master classes on live. You want to go to a master class? You want to come into the door? You want to find out what the hell do I do? That reset she's talking about. This ain't the first video. Go to their website and start playing back from the last 3 years. Hell, you ain't got to go to their website. Go to P2G Networks TV on YouTube and start playing week after week after week after week and multiple shows of this show and multiple shows on our channel.
We talk about the reset.
We've been playing you the videos that explain what was next, step by step, all the shifts that have been happening through this whole systematic shift. And what to do to prepare. Now we are knocking on the door of the new year. How many of y'all are prepared for a major bank change tomorrow? How many of y'all been reading the mail coming from your banks and institutions? Y'all better go get that mail. Y'all, if you still got mail wrapped up that came from any banking institution, including your retirement, you better open that mail now.
Open it up.
I suggest you go start reading real good. If you can't read it, reach out to Miss Ruby. I do this with my kids. I've been doing this with people. Because until you understand what your bank statement, where the important stuff in your statements are, you are screwed. And you don't even know it. And you still paying to it. You working overtime, giving them your energy, earning these debt dollars, and they're working it while you taking on the responsibility.
And believe me, they're working it. They're working. You know, when I figured it out, and I realized my account that I thought was my account was a third-party account that I didn't have access to.
Oh, he had to get permission.
I had to get permission for something that was my money, and I had been saving
and he
for
needed
10
it.
years.
Mm-hmm.
10 years, and you can only have so much of it. Why can I only have so much of it?
Yep. Retirement is being piecemeal. How your money you put in all them years is getting piecemeal. I learned that a few years ago from a good, really respected couple. And they were like, we were talking to them about getting gold and silver. They were like, well, you know, really, to be honest, we only get our funds distributed to our retirement. Our retirement is being distributed. Now, unless you have a trust or you are on a trust account that distributes you finances, you think their retirement was placed in a trust and now they don't know that they are on they're like trust fund babies. They get distribution of their income because they're not smart enough to take all their money out. Y'all get that that's how we're looked at, as not smart enough. And if you considered or that for yourself, you're not the first one, but that's not the truth. You were just never trained. When you seek training, that whole process just goes out the window. When you learn something new, the idea that you're not smart enough goes out the window, doesn't it? Learn how to drive a car. You're now smart enough to drive a car, right?
Yep.
Learn how to ride a bike. You're now smart enough to learn to ride a bike, right? You learn how to do anything, bake a cake, braid hair, whatever you learn, you are now smart enough. So what is the key to being smart enough? Take it from a smart ass.
Learn that.
Because I learned a lot, y'all. I learned a lot of different things. And not because I want to be a smart ass, it's because without it, I can't move forward in this life. And your money is how your whole life is set up. Your skills with money is how everything goes for you.
Mm-hmm.
You not understanding the higher levels of how money is really managed, thinking that this cash process, got to get a job, gonna get two. They getting you ready, baby. They getting y'all ready.
It's funny.
The job market.
They always say, people go to work and say, I'm not dealing with you. If your money is funny, I don't want to deal with you. Money isn't funny, but what do you do? Well, what is funny is that we keep working for it, using it the same way, expecting it to do something different. You're feeding the beast, but the wrong beast. The person who needs to get fed is starving on a regular basis. That's it. The beast is being fed constantly. The cycle is being continually run from the job being created to the hours put in, to the salary created, to the salary placed in the bank. And we repeat the cycle over and over and over again.
Okay, so what happens? How do we change? Remember, we told you it starts with a conversation, goes into information, and then we go into resolution. There are things that you can do today. It is not too late. I heard this from a student last night, and I made her understand something very clearly, and I'm going to tell y'all the same thing. Late is when you stop. You ain't late till you stop doing something. I don't say things like trying, because try is not real. Y'all gonna stop talking about trying. I don't try to have silver. I have silver. I don't try to have gold. I have gold. Crypto. I have, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't. There's only two positions of that. You either do or you don't. There's no middle ground. All that gray nonsense they talking about, that's for your head. The world, your rent doesn't accept a thought, a process, an idea. You know what I'm saying? Landlord, the people that keep your lights on ain't looking for your ideas. They looking for that value.
That folds in your pocket.
Oh, they can have that all day. You know why I say that? Because that's not what makes a life. You guys are looking for your time back. You're looking for the room to stretch out, to be able to go places, how you want to go, when you want to go, for the reasons that you choose. When I wanted to spend a month and a half with my sister, she got ill. This happened 2 times, 2 operations, 2 years. A month and a half with my sister. because she needed help. She needed support. My nephew couldn't stop working. Her husband couldn't stop working, but she needed physically somebody there. Now, she could have tried to get an attendant.
Right.
Would have gave her a few hours. You know what I would have missed? I would have missed the time I spent getting to know my sister and the time my sister got to know who I really am. I would have missed something called legacy building. I would have missed the things y'all have to miss all the time. How many people feel like they've missed people? They miss people who they could have spent some time with before they died.
Mm-hmm.
How about people who got real ill and you couldn't go be there and all you could say was sorry? Baby, I was there for the last 9 months of my mom's life because I created a lifestyle that gave me the finances to do what I need to do when I need to do it and still keep going. My loves, that is what you are trying to do with your life. You're trying to get your time back. Assets are the answer. Only you've never been introduced to assets. You think that your 401k is one. You think that your home is one that you live in. You are under the impression that your car is an asset. You have been mistrained about the most important things that life has to offer, and they're simple and easily gotten. You've been told something, so you put your chest up. I got this. I got that. I got crypto in this, that, and account. Got a question. You got the keys? Yeah, you been on this crypto game. How many keys you got? Who got the keys? Oh, got a question. Can you call? You need to call somebody to move some crypto? You gonna make a phone call?
Yeah, hopefully you don't have to.
How about your gold and silver? You gotta make a phone call for that. I can call it, it'll be to me in a week. Do you know what happens in a few weeks is why all these people, just so that y'all know straight up, guys, I wish, dang, I didn't film it. I filmed it, but I didn't load it. I want to just share this with you.
Okay, share. Come on.
I live in New York. We live in New York. We told you, we in Harlem. In New York, there's the Diamond District. Y'all know what, anybody know what it sounds like? Y'all know what it sounds like. The Diamond District. Think about what Diamond District sounds like. Now, I go down to the Diamond District because I'm going to deal with I'm going to meet my people. Gotta go meet my people. Gotta go take care of my trades. Gotta get these fiat dollars out and this gold and silver in.
African.
All right. Let me try to explain something to you. When I'm down there, I'm observing because all of a sudden, for the very first time, after the film, y'all go back and look about a week from today and take a look at that video because a week from the time, just one day from the time, I had to pick up something last day, go down into the Diamond District to pick up. I was online at 3:30 because they was closing at 4. Let me tell you, they was closing at 4 in the Diamond District. I'm online outside the store, and I ain't on a short line. I'm on a line with about 20 people, and they wasn't lying. It went around there. It went around the corner from this side. 20 people trying to get in the door. You got us doing two things, buying and selling. People picking up orders, mostly picking up orders. Why? Because you were all warned about China shutting down the doors on exporting silver. Silver had gone up for a reason. All of this notice and stuff, and I don't care what you hear about JP Morgan and all this stuff, that's going to happen. They're going to play the numbers. I was digging because I had gotten something. I've been collecting since it was $14. I've been a collector since it was $14. So that was a beautiful thing for me. But see, what the problem is that I'm on that line with all those people. Y'all get that, right? And in the meantime, people come and stand. There's other folks coming by offering this. We buy gold, best price, up to 95%. 95% on the new price?
On spot.
On the new spot price? Yo, what? I'm not selling.
No.
But before, about a good couple of years earlier, I'd be down there and they'd be going, oh, best price, we sell. 2 years prior, me walking down that same street, the conversation was different. I'm telling you, I say all this to say is that you got to be present to observe the shift in the markets and how these folks that are running things are running. Why? Why are they willing to buy my silver and gold? Why are they willing to give me the best price?
They're trading off. It's a trade-off.
They looking for the suckers that ain't got no value for what's in their pocket of the highest value. They know what's going down. So they'll give you the dying fiat in abundance.
Because they realize it doesn't behoove them to hold it right now.
It doesn't behoove them to hold it. They've always known that. Anybody got a we buy gold shop? How many we buy gold shops do y'all have in your neighborhood? I want you to think about that. How many times you see it in your neighborhood? Something close. Even respected jewelers are now putting that in the window. We buy and sell, but they mostly buy. Go ahead, Mr. Thomas.
No, I'm just really co-signing what you say, because even in the pawn shop that only did
electronics,
stuff. All of a sudden they jump up. We'll buy your gold back from you. We'll buy your silver back from you. They're buying your jewelry back at top dollar. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't remember it. They're buying it back at top dollar, and they're willing to give you the fiat currency or the dollar.
So my question is, are you asking yourself why? There you go. Are you asking yourself, why are these signs going up? Why is everybody buying? That's because I want to share with you. And this goes back. I'm pretty sure my brother Dre is watching. Dre, thank you so much, because you impressed upon me something very important. I need you all to start thinking about the moves that the banks and the wealthy people are making. I need y'all to shift that. You need access. You need new information. You need to know what they know. Because if you still thinking like you would be taught to think by your bosses and their businesses, by the way, they're in bed with these businesses. They got all kinds. That's why they bring you these companies. Go on and sign our retirement account. We'll give you we're gonna give you 10% on top of that. I've got people talking about, I can't close my account because I'm getting a percentage from my job.
Yeah, you are.
I don't want you to close your account. I want you to understand why your job would give you that. They need you to stay.
What is the benefit of them having them do your packages other than being third party? They didn't pick them for no reason.
They had an offer. See, but that's how business works. And you know how I'm starting to discover there's a lot of people who don't know how business works. They're not business people. They're actually just hustlers, and they've been hustlers a long time. So they don't understand higher concept of business. And that's why they don't leave that space. You and I have got to have a new understanding that we can not only get into, but help build generational wealth. For myself and my husband, we go through it. We are going through the growing pains of it all. That's not going to be unlike all of y'all. Y'all get me? I'm just letting you know. Don't think that you get a couple of pieces of gold and silver and you are done. And it's hot. I'm in. I got it.
No, it's always okay. Let me say this, and this is from a person who really understands or likes to play both sides of the fence. I like to play both sides of the fence. I have to.
Is that benefiting you?
No, I had to really come to the realization that playing in the old system is only keeping me in the old system. If I'm going to play in the
you're not on both sides of the fence then. And I think that's the thing, the problem. You think you're on both sides of the fence. You're not.
I really had to take a look at what was happening with my funding, and realizing that my funding was dropping faster on the traditional stuff than it was dropping on the side with the gold and the silver.
So your funds were dropping on both sides?
No.
Oh.
I didn't say that. I said on the other.
I love messing with him.
That's a lot of years of messing with me. But I want you guys to get something. Dying currency, or living in a currency that isn't being used properly as a tool, will only hold you in a system that will keep you there and keep you going through the same thing over and over, because they didn't create anything new. They said it was out there and available. They didn't tell you they won't tell you how to get it. At P2G, we talk about how to get on the other side and do it. Stay there, work it. Assets, taking your cash assets or your changing fiat currency as a tool into making it gold, silver, land,
Or whatever you
things,
choose.
or whatever you choose, as a real solid asset that you hold.
So I'm gonna try to wrap that all up.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a messy little shopping bag. We don't worry, we got it.
No, my program is not a messy little shopping bag.
Mine
is. His is. So why I'm explaining that, well, I understand this is how he learns. That's the thing. We all learn differently. He's getting it, but he's understanding. And I have to make sure we clarify some things over time. He's still getting it. But ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. All of y'all that think that or think that you got a spouse or somebody that's not on board with you, get over it. Get over it. So you got one choice. You can either start plugging the damn holes or you can sink with that excuse. Stop trying to make everybody else join you on this generational wealth kick. It ain't about them. And if you don't want to drown, get your ass to work. Yes, Miss Ruby cusses, whatever. I'm going to explain something to you. The difference between you doing the work for yourself and in your accounts and managing you, and you waiting for them to come along and wanting them to do stuff, is going to be that you are going to drown. You're going to let them and their speed drown you.
Yep.
So get to work. It's on you. You are enough. There's information available. We've already made it so that it's available to you. That's a Cash App up there. There's a reason we use Cash App. I have a platform on our website. Y'all can purchase anything you want. You can go through Klarna, the whole nine. Y'all can purchase anything. That's so that we can cover the students. This fee right here is covering the students that got dropped, that got their scholarship dropped. So please do know that when you come into this class, to this donation class, that's going to pay for the students who have been busting their butt and lost a scholarship to learn how to save their lives and their families. Some of y'all ain't ready to get into a whole membership. That's fine. But you're helping through Cash App. You're helping us to recoup the funds to help save those students and keep their classroom going. Unfortunately, we are not sustaining a deficit of this high for the beginning of the year. We cannot do that. Business is business, but we can do what we can do together as a community. We can show people that they don't have control over the destiny of our growth. Y'all get that?
Facts.
We can stand together and start learning how to take care of ourselves and our family. And I know y'all look, I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm coming to you because I coach. I do coaching. I deal with people on the real. I don't sit here and listen to you in one end and be yang out the other. Although I have heard folks do that. I've heard other trainers, coaches, and people who call themselves educators do that. And I said, y'all just going to have to understand this is what teaching is about.
We got someone in the chat.
All right, cool. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure very clear. Y'all understand that this is a Golden New Year masterclass that's taking place today. It's for New Year's Eve. It's so that we bring in a new day for everyone who wants it. I am not here to influence you. I am here to educate you, inform you, and arm you for a new year that's going to kick your tail financially if you don't know how the plays are made. This ain't look, let me tell y'all something. When it comes to my family, they know me. I come rough and raw. I bring it straight to you. They like, it's Ruby. What's up? Yeah, same people, one at a time. I'm talking to them individually because now you see the world. Regardless of what people will do in a group, they'll always come back. They always show up one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get that. You understand me? I've been sharing this for some years now with folks. We used to do it for free. We cannot do that. I run a business. I have to run a lifestyle. I have to run a life of my own. I have to keep me alive. And if the value of teaching you how to eat is not worth me eating too, then you don't need to be on this platform.
Makes sense.
Everybody eats in this place, or nobody eats. And that's how that works in life. So you're welcome to come. Like I said, the Cash App is there. It specifically says You send your funds. Make sure you send your mail, not mail, your phone number, because today's the last day. I don't have time to email you all. I gotta just text you out the mail. I will text you out the link so you can get the link. So once you send your money to Cash App, it'll show your name. It'll also show the phone number you want to receive your link on.
Yes, it will.
Okay, so we doing things more direct. By the way, for those who are already paid, your link goes up immediately after the show. I'm really excited, guys. If you're on P2G, if you guys are on any platform here, you want to go to p2gnetworks.com. It's also up there. It's on the flyer. The flyer shows you go to our Cash App, pay for it. In this case, I'm telling y'all, put your phone number. I told you what this is doing. What we're doing. We're raising money for the students to stay in class. Unfortunately, like we said, the company that was supposed to that had came through said they were going to do it. They reneged on their offer for the scholarships. I can't control that, but I can control keeping this thing going, keeping my company's integrity in space. Y'all get where I'm coming from? We just do what we do. See, the one thing you're going to realize is that companies with integrity are the ones that you want to work with. The ones that show lack of integrity are the ones you want to stay far from. And that is what P2G prides itself with. We have our trusted organization in the community for a reason. We tell the truth, we back it with facts, and we do the work. And we help you all on your level.
Where you are is important.
Yes, that is hugely important. So let's get into this. The resolution to this is new information. Y'all are missing information. It's not that you aren't working enough. It's not that you aren't figuring it out. It's not that you aren't enough, that there's not enough hours. All of that stuff is not reality. It's not. And I can tell you, I'm about to pull my girl up. Y'all gonna have to hear her. Because she's on another platform. I told y'all we're multi-streaming today. All right. So we got my girl Shelby in the house. Hi, Miss Celestial Goddess. How you doing? Is she in? All right, she coming in. I gotta give her some love. Gotta give her some love. Yes, we can hear you, Mama.
There you go. What's up, Shelby?
She's on another platform, and she's joining us. Shelby, you there?
Yeah, did you not hear me?
Just heard you just now. There you go. I think you cut your mic a little soon.
Okay. Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, lovey. All right.
I apologize. I thought today was Monday for some reason.
Girl,
I don't know why, because I was on the podcast on Monday, or tried to be.
Time has been floating. It has been floating, and we haven't been. Actually, we've been kind of reposting some of our stuff to get to today's show. I'm glad that she's on today because we've been talking about building to something, and this young lady, I'm really excited. Has been doing some stuff that kind of threw me. At first, I thought I might have been getting got by somebody who was faking being her.
Oh, yeah,
y'all be careful. Yeah. I told you, as we come to the end of the year, we got a couple of things. Build your finances, protect your finances. That cyber safety, we just went through cyber safety just before this.
Very real,
Just before this week, we went through cyber safety. Before we start jumping y'all into anything, we talk about how to lock it down, protect it. Make sure you keep it, you protect everything before you start putting things in. That's like trying to go get all the gold and silver and you ain't got no safe.
You ain't got no lock on the door.
You don't have a safe, you don't have a lock, nothing, but you just gonna carry it in your hand. Stop. Protect your assets. Protect that which is valuable. And so I had to check in with my sister to see if it was real. And it was. This young lady, you want to share what you've been up to? She's got a contest she's a part of. Go ahead.
So I've tried to do this before, but my phone had got broke, so I didn't even get to see if I made it anywhere. But on Facebook, there was this little ad that said something about Maxim Cover Girl Centerfold competition.
Oh.
And it's basically they have like 2 or 3 different. They have one big one, and that one is the main one where the winner, the first place winner, gets will get $50,000 in cash to take home, a trip of a lifetime to Barcelona, $10,000 donation to any charity of her choice.
Okay.
Wow.
And then the other 3, I think they get like 10,000 each, and then like 5,000 too. But it basically, you'll be the featured girl in Maxim magazine, and I think the second place winner gets a trip to New York and Tokyo if you do the Shades of Grey. I just learned all this. I didn't get to tell you all of this the other day. I studied the website yesterday, but there's the main one is it's just called Maxim Centerfold Cover Girl, and you'll get your own featured in there and everything. You get to go to Barcelona after you go to New York, so which means I get to meet y'all.
All right.
As soon as I win. I was gonna say if I win, but as soon as I win.
I was about to say, did she say if?
And then there's another the smaller competition is Shades of Grey.
Shades of Grey.
And it's black and white pictures. Yeah, and it's black and white pictures. And then I just found out there's a Salty Mermaid one, so I got real excited for that.
Okay. So, like I said, this whole process is pretty fun, and I wanted to make sure I brought my girl on so she could share a little purpose with you. So she's entered this amazing contest that has 3 tiers. It offers finances. Now, something that I learned about you coming up, we got to keep it short, okay, when it comes to your purpose. She has 2, it's kind of a twofold, and I wanted her to share that with you guys, why she would do something like this, what brought this into space for her. What made you want to join this Shades of for the Shades of Grey and the Maxim?
Well, the main thing is the winner gets the amount of money, and I'm normally not a materialistic person. However, I don't have any children, but I have these fur babies that are just as expensive, if not more sometimes. And I had a really hard time because I rescued this little boy RR, and he had caught parvo. Well, then he had a litter of puppies with my girl Sativa, and the puppies caught it. And it was so hard on me emotionally because 7 out of 11 of them died in my arms because I couldn't let them do it alone. And I couldn't come up with the money fast enough. So I think one of my girls got pregnant again because she jumped a fence, but I'm not sure just yet. But I know what the other one is for sure pregnant. And I've had a hard time because my great-grandfather, he passed away. It'll be a year next week. And so things have just been hard. My mom passed away right before that. And I just want to be able to help my great-grandma out. And I want to be able to help my puppies. But I'm also interested in, we only have 2 shelters in the Oklahoma City metro. Just 2. For Norman, more like for too big of an area for just 2 shelters. And so they euthanize so many animals like every day, especially the more quote unquote aggressive breeds. I want to start a no-kill place, and I was gonna name it No Chains, Just Love.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so because we have multiple audience, I just want to bring that around to everyone. This young lady entered this contest not just for herself. She is really, something else that you mentioned to me is about working on your self-esteem, because she usually doesn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of my self-esteem because I have trauma from relationships in the past, and my confidence isn't always up to par. So I think this would really help me. Like, I was so excited when I saw that. I personally think this is a huge step.
This is a big step.
This is a huge step. I am truly proud of you for stepping up and to do whatever it takes. Some of us aren't doing what it takes for our actual children. Some of us out there are not actually putting all efforts into being able to create for our children. This young lady has dogs. And she has a dog that most people fear and are actually outlawed in many places. Her dogs are pit bulls. Now, I have a couple of organizations or group people.
And my XL pit bull too.
Say it again.
I have one XL and the other one is a bully, one is an XL, and the other ones are Staffordshire.
Okay. So she has Staffordshire, XL pits, and pit bulls. Now, my thing is, I did not know breed. I'm just going to share with y'all. Listen, I didn't know. In my circle, we actually have more than a few protective groups of the pit bull. because dogs are animals. They're living creatures. They're beings.
They're families for a lot of people.
They are family for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And they're all, and the thing about it is your pets are whoever you make them. You understand? You train them just like your kids.
Yes, you do.
Got what I'm saying? And this young lady is not willing to let things go the way they did. It is very expensive. A lot of people, well, just sell them. You can't sell them. You have to take care of them to a certain point before you can even get them adopted out.
That's right.
And it's expensive.
Most of the time, you need to do it for 8 weeks because most people don't know what to do as far as if they need mother's milk and everything like that. So 8 to 10 weeks is usually
8 to 10 weeks
unless they're experienced.
So I'm just want to put it out there: 8 to 10 weeks of personal care. So she is actually entered the contest to be able to find out how to create funding. Now, I've already also had discussion with this young lady. She is going to have to come to class. You're going to have to learn how to build finances to build funds for them. See, that's what we do. If you got kids, you need to have accounts for each of your children. Each of your children have to come up as an account that's accruing interest. The government got them as it. Each one of your kids, they making money off of.
Yes, they do.
Ooh, that's a whole new conversation. See y'all down that rabbit hole on Sunday. See, but the fact of the matter is how are you having children and not putting together a nest egg during their life? Things that I've heard parents say, some parents say, well, everything we use, we invest in. I get it. Mm-hmm. You got small children, you invest in diapers. You got dogs, you go get Purina. You know what I'm saying? You got dogs, you should have a stock in Purina. You should have stock in whatever a dog needs.
Alpha, whatever case is.
But see, that's not how we were taught to think. We were taught to keep feeding them instead of building on what we even feed them. You think you the only one buying them products?
No.
Where's your stock in it? And I hate to say it, but you can get that on the phone.
That feels so dumb. I've never even thought about that.
Baby girl, you ain't got to be the only one. I had 2 children, raised them, had to put at least $1 million in, and I ain't get a dime out till I learned this.
And we all
trust me, they were too old for me to learn how to make money. But you know what? That has changed. Because in my world, whatever I use, I build and finance. I actually invest in what I use. Because I ain't not the only one. And when I say use, I mean reuse, like stuff that's reusable. Y'all know how many of y'all got stock in toilet paper, toothpaste, hair? You buy hair products. How many of y'all got stock in some of them hair? The girls, y'all be getting them weaves, all that big, long, beautiful hair. What's the name of the company that do
Bundles?
Where is the Bundles? Is not a company. Just explain this. Where is your stock in the nail companies that they buy the nails from? Where's your stock?
Wow, yeah. Think about it.
You want to everybody want to have the bag. How many got Fendi stock? How many of y'all got the stock in the companies that you've been buying from, that you've been putting your money in? Y'all know what you've been? A consumer. You've been a consumer, a well-trained consumer, like a puppy.
I remember when we had this first conversation, I went back and looked at everything that we've used in this house. I own a share of every piece. Toilet paper, Kimberly Clark.
Toothpaste,
Crest.
Colgate.
With Procter & Gamble.
Thank you. Procter & Gamble.
Procter
& Gamble covers a whole lot of stuff.
We got a little J&J.
Yep.
J&J Safeguard is what it's called. But
now, those are paper assets.
Those are paper.
I don't play my whole life on paper. That's crazy. But if you don't learn how to get a diversified platform, whereas you have access, and I do mean unlimited access to your assets, when this paper game goes over, you won't have access to any. You'll be the last in line to receive. That is the new law. Go look up the UCCs around who is the first in line, first in time for all assets that have been managed through a title company.
And that is crazy because you've been investing your life savings in years.
They've been taking it straight from your check, putting it into this thing, going, in your name, don't worry about it. We got you. Mm-hmm. And guess what? They got you all right. They got you good for 20 some odd years. You've been pumping that money into this account.
And then they got you with the direct deposit and you thought that was a step up.
Oh yeah, they give you all kinds of discounts. Anybody ever wonder why if you get direct deposit, you get all kinds of discounts, interest, all kinds of stuff, little special things. Some platforms, if you do direct deposit, we'll give you $200.
Oh, these are the new ones, these better ones. We'll give you your money early. We'll take the check and we'll give you your money early.
Yeah, they already know. They know that it's basically it's a loan. It's a quick loan. It's basically, guys, let me tell y'all something. The money game for us, as I see these new advertisements, these are not to help you, and you don't know that. But you're so desperate that you'll take them.
It sounds good.
It's time to stop. If you're gonna play the game of other people's money, you gotta understand what that means. Other people's money is not a mean, facetious, horrible thing. It's just you got to learn how the system works. So on that note, we must come to an end. We are at our 1 hour. I thank you so much.
I love these conversations.
Yeah, but 9 o'clock is we got New Year's stuff to do. We have people coming over who are going to be breaking bread. Say it again.
Just asking if I could say one more thing.
No, you are. Yes, give me 1 second. I'm almost complete. We got you. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm
hold on, Shelby.
So once again, we have some New Year stuff to do because at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, we have our masterclass today. Yes, it's a New Year's Eve thing. Before the New Year comes in, after the New Year's, it's too late. I don't have time for y'all to get this new information that's 24 hours from now. So get on. It's $25 donation to help support the platform and the students that lost their grant, and to get you a way to make some real solid come up for the new year. Now, I ain't playing, and it's not a joke. Hop in, hop on, and do what you got to do. P2G Networks 1 is our Cash App. Once you send it, make sure you send your phone number so we can send you the link directly.
Yep.
So that being said, I want to have Miss Shelby share before we come off what she's up to. There you go, honey.
Shelby, the floor is yours.
Okay, so for anybody can vote for the maximum competition that I'm in. So if you guys, I'm sharing the link on all my platforms. My name on Facebook is Shelby Gold Empress McCain.
Okay.
And then TikTok and Snapchat and everything else is just Gold Empress 24K.
Okay.
And
Gold
you can
Empress
also
24K.
hit me in the back chat on here if you guys didn't get that. And I can share the link via my stereo also.
All right. And with that, y'all know what to do. It's time. Don't forget to vote and help somebody out. And don't forget that everything that y'all do passes through to someone else and comes all the way back around to you. This year is going to be your karmic uprising. Let's go. Let's go.
The voting is actually paused until 2 p.m. Central Standard Time today.
Okay.
Oh, no, votes are doubled, not paused. They're doubled.
Nice. Let's get it popping. So votes are doubled till 2. Let's go.
Yeah. And I will keep you updated on the photos and everything.
All right. So with that, we love you. We'll see you soon. Peace and love, everybody.